feel. I'd rather will, I'm on the hill just for the still. But I can get the pleasure out of anything material. I know it's not real, and I know the fake feelings now. You've done plenty of crimes, you're broken, you've got a life here to live.
Good late afternoon and welcome to today's video. I'm in the park today, as if I don't spend enough time here. I'm meeting Lawrence, Jimmy and a special guest. A guy called Bruce. Hello.
Hello, mate. How are you?
What happened to the nice weather?
Fucking hell, I was here this morning, but it's
It's
deserted.
supposed to be a shower.
Yeah.
It's like not forecast to rain. Well, a shower at worst, and I've been stuck under this tree for 15 minutes now. Cycle Doctor 1, i.e. Bruce, welcome to the videos.
Yeah.
You're someone that I ride past 20 times a day.
Yeah. And we ride past and wave.
And wave.
Yeah.
You do some ridiculous rides and challenges.
A few years ago, I did one, what was the 1 week Guinness World Record. We did 2,825k in a week, which is a Guinness record. It's not, you know, the most someone's ever done, but it is a Guinness record, so we did it. It was pretty tough, to be honest. Yeah. It was a good week out, you know.
And what was the other? You attempted the year?
Yeah, I had a go at the year record. I did a month's worth, did like 10,800k in a month.
How many miles was that a day?
It was 342 kilometres a day average for a month, so nice. She was pretty severe. And I did it in Adelaide, so it was hot. You know, I tried to do it in the spirit of what it is, i.e. riding a proper road bike on proper roads, not riding a recumbent, not doing stuff like that. And I appreciate the other guys that have done it. They're like Kurt, he done a great job and did it, but it surely should be almost a separate record because it's a different machine.
Yeah.
You know?
What was it that stopped you in the end?
Oh, to be honest, it just was I knew the mind part of it would be the really hard part of it, and I just got to the point where I was tired, struggling. Head wise, I fell off a bit. The wind out there was the one thing. It's constantly windy out there, so that got to me, and I just got to a point one day that, you know, I was doing it and financing it myself. I had a bit of support, like, you know, ASOS look after me. Canyon had helped me. They don't give me bikes, but they'd help me out. So, you know, I was doing it out of my own pocket, and I realised I'd have to do some sort of crowdfunding page at some point. I didn't want to go down that route unless I was 99% confident that I'm going to get to the end of it. And to be honest, I was struggling after a month, so I figured that, you know, I'm not going to ask people to put a hand in their pocket for some cash if I'm not going to finish it off for them. So so I decided that was it.
What are the rules in terms of, I mean, your week long, were you allowed to draft?
Week long, no, not really, no drafting. Well, you know, you could ride in a group, but you're not sort of supposed to, you're not going to get someone out to ride on the front for 100 miles and tow you along. You know, you had to ride on your own, basically.
I've never seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies, and I'm not.
So I definitely spoke too soon about the nice weather. Ended up standing under a tree for ages because the camera was going to get wet. Everything's looking a little bit better now. Managed to find Bruce and Lawrence. Jimmy got stuck under a bridge, London Bridge, I believe, and has decided to sack it off because he's a fair weather rider, you see. Oh, Jimmy, Eggman. It's really good to catch up with Bruce. He's, well, most of you probably already know who he is because of his huge following on Strava, Cycle Doctor 1. He's mentioned by GCN a lot and rides 1 billion miles a day, every day, and has attempted numerous records. Thank God it's dry again now. Lovely and warm, bit humid. No sun still though.
Look, I'm not wearing a coat.
No, there's no dogs this time.
There's no dog. Sure, we can find some.
Where have you been, man?
I've been hanging out with George at Imperial Bike Shop.
Which is where I need to go.
Which is where you need to go. We need to go and say hello to
it. Is the epitome of independent bike shop, isn't it?
It is.
Small.
Yeah.
And a moaning bloke running it.
Well, I just had to stand under a tree for like 15 minutes because it pissed it down so hard that I couldn't even ride with the camera in my bag because it would have got soaked. And you're completely dry.
Yeah, I'm completely. I was just sat, you know, chilling in a bike shop. Your bike's still cleaner than mine, though.
Is it? Yeah, but your bike's always filthy.
No.
You're always late. Your bike's always filthy.
I'm not always late.
You're basically just a terrible human.
Not almost. No, I will not take that. I've got to be back by 5 o'clock though to see your latest vlog, Francis.
Oh, it's up at 4 today.
What?
Yeah.
Did you link me?
Don't know, maybe.
Fuck you.
Link down below.
No.
I'll save it now.
Yeah.
Link down below to Lawrence's channel. Just joking, I'm not going to put it there.
No, put it.
Coping all right with this ride, Bruce? It's pretty far.
I'm all right.
We've done 2 whole laps.
I'm all right now that the rain stopped.
It's the longest ride I've ever done.
I do have to go and do a bike clean later on, which is always a frustrating thing for me.
That count. If you do it still wearing your kit,
yeah,
that counts as another like 20 miles.
Yeah.
The thing is, you don't get paid to clean your own bike.
No, that's it.
That's the problem.
And I get paid to clean people's bikes. So
Yeah.
cleaning my own one is not my favourite thing in the world. But there we go.
Shameless plug. Cycle Doctor 1.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel really bad because my mum asked me to take the parasol in, and I was like, no, it's not going to rain. And now it rained.
It rained a bit.
The parasol is ruined.
I did a bit of research because I've been having lots of people comment on all my rides, and obviously when they're doing a challenge or a record attempt, you want to have some consistent data that looks realistic. Otherwise, people start to question: are you riding a bike? You know?
You're not going to get consistent data out of a stage.
So I was getting I would do a 340k ride and average just under 20 mile an hour, and it would say my average power was 110. Right. And I'm like, there's no way just for that speed. So I did a bit of research and I looked into this 4i company, right? And the guy that invented 4i, did the company, is the man who is behind Ant Plus as the system. You know?
Oh damn!
Ant
yeah,
Plus,
everyone uses Ant Plus.
Yeah, so he invented Ant Plus and he sold that to that company to Garmin. And so I thought, well, if that's gonna, so I got one. They gave me a deal on it.
And now you do loads more watts.
And I do like
way more watts.
I've got a more realistic number. I used to ride with people go, oh my sweet spot's about 280, and I used to think I can't do anything like 280. I can lucky if I can do 200. For 100k at 20 mile an hour, you're going to average more than 100 watts.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
I would imagine.
Unless you're hollow.
Yeah.
They're really light.
And I'm not hollow.
Really...
Dogs are not hollow.
Oh. You're the intro to yesterday's video.
Am I?
Yeah, I sent the crank off.
How much is that?
£320.
Really?
Super cheap, isn't it?
And the average is like, you know, today we've just been rolling around, but it's not like 110. It's
120.
Yeah, it's a much better number.
I just did a lap flat out with training wheels and a bottle.
Yeah.
And noticed the non-aero helmet.
Yeah.
Anyway, what time did I get?
1 lap of Richmond Park.
Yeah.
16 minutes 30 seconds.
Nah, a minute quicker than that, mate.
15 minutes 30?
15 and a half minutes.
Damn! Will it be on Strava?
Yeah.
Strava.com/fluffydog.
Yeah.
That's the record for a lap round the park.
Oh, no,
it's probably held by fucking David Miller or Tom Briscoe.
13 something.
Yeah.
Tom Rezanowski.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said, mate. Bruce, you're a big man on Strava, aren't you?
Yeah.
What is your Strava tag so people can find you?
Cycle_DR1.
That's as if there's any viewers who don't know who you are on Strava.
Well, there you go.
That's ridiculous.
It's on the side of my jersey. So that's it. That's my tag.
And he rides a million miles a day?
I do a few miles, yeah, like I'm a bit behind this year, but I've done about
But
18,
it's easy, mate, you're only riding at 100 watts.
18, yeah. Let's not go back to that.
How many miles have you done this year?
I've done 18,000k this year. I sort of want to do 50,000 this year, but I've got a bit of catching up to do yet.
You're going to enter any ultra endurance events?
I'm going to do this Land's End to John O'Groats and return record attempt in August.
LEJOGLE.
LEJOGLE. Yeah, I tried it a few years ago. Had a bit of a knee problem.
Are you looking to break it as well?
Yeah, I want to break it. I was.
Oh, not just for fun, right?
I was on it. I was on the target last time, pretty much bang on it, and then my knee started playing up, which was, you know, it wasn't a massive problem at the time, but I knew it was going to become one. So
yeah,
I had
of course.
to sort of take the decision and say, well,
the smart decision. Come back stronger.
Come back when it's right.
Right, chaps. Take it easy.
Good to see you, boy. Thank you.
I can't high five.
Good man, good to see you.
We'll catch up soon.
The next time we're talking about the 340k a day and only wearing pants and cycling kit, all right?
I look forward to this story. Right, time to get home quick. I'll be honest, I'm bonking. Didn't eat enough. I only ate 5 strawberries before riding. A nice cup of coffee.